Assalamualaikum dear students. I am Ms. Madiha David, lecturer in biology at Government Degree College for Women, Kachakpur. Today in Homeostasis, you will learn about osmoregulation in different environments. First is marine environment. There are different species living over there like marine invertebrates. Most marine invertebrates are osmoconformers. Among them, some vertebrates like hagfish are also present. They are isotonic with the surrounding seawater. Images of hagfish. Now, osmoregulation in marine cartilaginous fishes. Most cartilaginous fishes maintain their lower internal salt concentration as compared to external seawater, approximately 1/3 that of seawater. Now, images of cartilaginous fish. In these fishes, their kidneys for osmoregulation, water and salt balance. They excrete some salts through scanty, insufficient amount of hypertonic urine. What is hypertonic urine? When water leaves the urine, then it becomes concentrated. That is called hypertonic urine. Their gills actively excrete salts. Their gills have special salt secreting glands for this purpose, rectal glands. Salt excreting organs in cartilaginous fishes are called rectal glands. Cartilaginous fish, you can see their anatomy or internal structure. Gills and rectal glands use active transport mechanism. Why? In order to remove salts from the body against osmotic gradient, that is to remove excess salts. In this way, they maintain their internal hypotonic conditions. Some fish have relatively low salts in their body fluids, but they have made hypertonic as compared to seawater by retaining urea in sufficient or enough adequate concentrations. What is TMO? TMO stands for trimethylamine oxide. Because urea in high amounts or concentrations is damaging, so cartilaginous fish retain for their protection another chemical called TMO. Purpose of retaining this chemical TMO is protection against urea. Now, osmoregulation in marine bony fishes. Bony fishes are living in the oceans, seas today. They came from or they are descendants of earlier freshwater bony fishes. Images of marine bony fishes. They constantly lose water from their hypotonic body fluids to the hypertonic external environments. These fish have adapted to drink large amounts of seawater and then excrete concentrated urine, thus resulting in maximum salt removal or excretion and minimum water loss. Now, osmoregulation in freshwater. These fish have hypertonic internal environment as compared to the external hypotonic conditions. That is, their external environment is hypotonic, more water, less salts. So they constantly face the osmotic flooding of body fluids and loss of salts. Freshwater protozoa, amoeba, paramecium, if extra water enters their body, then they can pump out this extra water by means of special vacuoles called contractile vacuoles. Many freshwater fish remove excess water by producing large volumes of urine or very dilute urine. In this case, freshwater animals or fish, they produce large volumes of dilute urine. Their kidneys absorb the salts that are needed and rest of water is excreted. The loss of salts is compensated or fulfilled by presence of salt containing foods, by active uptake of salts through their skin and gills. Many freshwater fish remove excess water by producing large volumes of dilute urine. Now, osmoregulation in dry, arid, terrestrial conditions. The evaporative loss of water leading to water deficiency or dehydration is the major problem for terrestrial life. That is, they face shortage of water. Vertebrates, arthropods, they have successfully adapted to live on land and to adapt to terrestrial mode of life. Images of arthropods. Terrestrial animals are covered by their surfaces, which prevents loss of water. Waxy exocuticle of insects protects and prevents the water loss. Have thick shiny cuticle on their body's exoskeleton, which protects them and prevents the loss of water. Images of various terrestrial animals which live on land. Multi-layered dead keratinized skin cells. Keratin, as you know, is a protein layer of most terrestrial vertebrates. They help them to prevent water loss. Eating, drinking moist foods fulfill or compensate water loss. Terrestrial animals also have metabolic behavioral adaptations to solve water problems. They produce concentrated urine by possessing the kidneys and minimize water loss. Kangaroo rat. Some desert mammals like kangaroo rat survive without drinking water, and they feed on seeds of desert plants which contain more carbohydrates, and they produce water of metabolism. Now, what is water of metabolism? Its definition is water produced by the oxidation of high energy foods like of fats is called water of metabolism. That is, if they have eat the seeds which are rich in carbohydrates or some moist foods. Kangaroo rat image. And the very important definition, anhydrobiosis. Terrestrial animals can tolerate dehydration, water deficiency, and it differs in various animals. This characteristic is known as anhydrobiosis.